Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a 1-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
This episode is brought to you by Atlassian. Atlassian makes the team collaboration software that powers enterprise businesses around the world, including over 80% of the Fortune 500. With Atlassian's AI-powered software like Jira, Confluence, and Loom, you'll have more time to do the work that matters. In fact, Atlassian customers experience a 25% reduction in project duration per year. Unleash the potential of your team at Atlassian.com. Atlassian.
Move your career further, faster in just 2 days with a Harvard Professional and Executive Development Program. Advance your leadership skills, craft smarter business strategies, build your network, and transform how you work and think to keep your career moving forward. You'll earn a certificate and can add Harvard to your resume with Harvard Professional and Executive Development. Learn more at professional.dce.harvard.edu/Spotify.
Welcome to Book Talk for Book Talk, a literary podcast where we've been deep diving into your favorite novels. This is Jack.
And I'm Amy. And our listeners love to share their thoughts and theories via email and voicemail, so we're sharing them via our weekly mini episodes.
The views expressed by the hosts and listeners are entirely their own and in no way represent the thoughts or intentions of the original author. This podcast is a discussion shared to spark thought and conversation on the characters and themes of this novel.
Spoilers may be discussed with or without warning. Explicit language, as well as themes of sex, violence, abuse, death, and oppression, will recur throughout this podcast. Listener discretion is advised. You asked us so many questions, so we're back because we love answering your questions.
So here's our Ask Us Anything episode. Where in the world do you want to spend a holiday in? So I'm going to just say, like, where in the world would you want to spend Christmas?
My mom and I have always wanted to spend Christmas in, like, a place where we could see the Northern Lights.
Ooh.
Wherever that might be.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, if it's not London, because, like, I love, the UK, obviously, but somewhere, like, where they have Christmas markets, like German Christmas markets are super cute. Like, I want to be walking around outside when it's, like, kind of snowy, but not, like, aggressively snow. And it's just, like, really pretty and sparkly. I also would like Tokyo.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Right?
Yeah.
When did you know you wanted to go into writing?
I started writing stories in the 5th grade. When did I know I wanted to go into writing? Probably by the 9th grade.
Mm-hmm. I used to lie a lot. Like, a lot as a kid. And then finally my mom was like, why are you lying so much? And my answer was like, well, my story's more interesting. So it wasn't even like I was trying to get away with anything. I just liked the story that I would come up with in my head. And then she was like, okay, well, rather than telling me that story, like, let's write these stories down or tell me that this is a make-believe story. So then from there, it was like, okay, let's get into writing. And I just, like, since I was really little, be like, yeah, but, like, what if this version happened?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. One of the part where my mom, like, really cracked the code was I told her a kid in class took us hostage when the teacher left.
Oh my gosh.
And he had a bat and he stood on top of his, like, desk and told us, like, to all get on one side of, and, like, the teacher did leave and this kid was annoying.
How old were you?
I think I was in, like, maybe the 3rd grade.
Wow.
And my mom was, like, ready to call the school and I had to admit to her I was lying.
Oh my gosh.
And then she was like, why are you doing this? I'm like, because it's more interesting. What's your favorite fanfic? You've mentioned this one.
I have. Landscape with a Blur of Conquerors by Disasterisms.
And then mine is Measure of a Man by I don't know who. But it's a Draco Hermione fanfic.
Fanfic. And mine's Ray Kylo.
Who's your favorite author in general and that you've interviewed? No, there's no one. All of our authors that we've interviewed have been amazing.
Yeah,
and they're all great for different things.
Yeah. I've been, yes, I agree with Jack. I've recently been on a Tessa Bailey binge sesh. I listen to like 4 or 5 of her novels in a row. I just have so much fun. So there's that. But I wouldn't pick her, I wouldn't pick J.T. Geisinger over her, but I wouldn't not pick J.T. Geisinger. Like, I like all of them.
Yeah. And then as like for interviewees, like each of them felt like Tessa Bailey felt like, she felt like my older sister.
Yeah.
That I look up to and admire. And then J.T. Geisinger was like, I want to be you.
Yeah.
Like, how can I be you?
Yeah.
Emily Rath was like, I was absolutely floored with every single thing she spoke about. And like every single author, Shane Rose is just like, my obsession with her will never end. Like the way that I love all, and then Kate Golden, our friend. Yeah. Like, like each author holds such a special part in my heart. And then in general, I have no favorite authors in general. Like, they're just all so great.
Yeah, and I think, and we all go through phases with authors as well.
Yeah, the thing is, we figured you out. We all know now that we've got crowns. So, you need to calm down. You're being too loud. And I was like, I don't think Taylor will be friends with us.
I'm sorry.
No, I think she will. Did we quote her too much?
Maybe.
No. Like, if one of our listeners quotes us, I'd still be friends with them. What got you both into reading, and did you always enjoy it?
I definitely did not enjoy reading.
Mm-hmm.
I think what really got me into reading was first Harry Potter and then Harry Potter fan fiction. And that's when I started reading voraciously.
Yeah. I didn't like reading because I struggled with reading a lot as a kid. And my mom got Harry Potter books on tape and the book, so I had to read it while listening to it. And that absolutely did something to me. And then then when my dad died, it was like around the time that Sirius died. And so I was like, got really into it. And then just, I've been blocking out emotions with books for so long.
It's a coping mechanism.
It really is a coping mechanism. Like, I think that's why I had such a like fierce feelings for Half-Blooded Prince, because that came out in 2005-ish?
Yeah, 2005. Summer.
We were the same age as him.
Yeah.
At that book. And he was being a shit because of grief. And I know what it's like to be a shit and grieving still and stuff. So I was like, so I still feel very passionately about that one.
Fall has officially started here in Los Angeles, and that means we finally get to do fall activities.
I have been counting down the days for when I can go to pumpkin patches, maybe even hit up an apple orchard, and I get to do all of it looking super cute in my Quince boyfriend sweater.
This weather is perfect for my dark academia vibes, and I'm so excited to bust out my washable silk blouse because I'm going to be taking pictures.
Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere sweaters from $50. And that's not all. Quince has so many other amazing things on their website.
All of those items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands.
That includes leather jackets, cotton cardigans, soft denim. Like, my entire fall wardrobe is genuinely turning into Quince wardrobe.
By partnering directly with top factories and cutting out the cost of the middleman, we get savings as the customer.
One of my favorite parts about Quince is the fact that they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. And they still manage to get premium fabrics and finishes for that, luxury feeling for every item that they have.
Get cozy in Quince's high-quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/booktalk for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/booktalk, BOOKTALK, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. That's quince.com/booktalk.
Move your career further, faster in just 2 days with a Harvard Professional and Executive Development Program. Advance your leadership skills, craft smarter business strategies, build your network, and transform how you work and think to keep your career moving forward. You'll earn a certificate and can add Harvard to your resume with Harvard Professional and Executive Development. Learn more at professional.dce.harvard.edu/Spotify.
What's your favorite cocktail?
I love a good just gin and tonic. I also love a Saint Germain Spritz. And then every bar, has its own set of concoctions, and I might have a favorite.
Yeah, I love a G&T, but like add some elderflower or lavender.
Yeah,
and
makes it
I'm a whore for you.
Yeah. Anything with elderflower. Yes.
Can I not say whore anymore? Is that bad?
I don't know.
You're right. I'll correct myself. I'll put out for you. And I'm saying that to make sure that I'm being all right. I don't want to be offensive. I want to let people know that I will put out for other reasons. How long? Oh, I did not read this question. All right, I'll take this one. How long did it take you guys to get back into the dating game after a relationship ended?
Yeah, I can't speak to that.
Oh my God. Okay. So Amy was there for my very first breakup, my big one with, am I allowed to say his name? With I'll bleep it.
Yeah, you can bleep it.
And I had so many people telling me like, the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else. And I was like, fuck you. You can't tell me what to do. So I was really stubborn and didn't want to date to get over him. In hindsight, I kind of wish I did force myself to date because I know I didn't handle it. Like it took a long time. And then there was like stints in my 20s where I was like dating guys for shorter periods and then break up and then hop back out there pretty quickly. And then for my big breakup, it was hard because my grandparents died really quickly after. And I was so stuck in my own grief. I mean, not stuck, like I was grieving.
You were grieving.
I was grieving for a while. And then by the time I was like, okay, I think I'm like handling this grief. And then I was like, shit, there was a breakup. And then I had to like process the breakup. So it took a little while. I don't think that there should ever be a timeline on these things. Like you do with what you're comfortable with. There was definitely a period where I was like, I'm going to date. And then I had like a little breakdown. I was like, I am not going to date. Don't stress or think of like when or how or what you got to do to date. But it is a muscle. And if you don't use your muscle, then it doesn't get it. Then it's not. Then it is hard.
Then it atrophies.
Yeah, exactly. So like, getting back into dating, it's not fun. I don't like it. But it's also like, if I want it to be easier, I just have to do it more.
Right.
So
we all hate that answer. Not because...
Yeah, no, but it's... Yeah.
Nobody wants to be told to do more of the thing they dislike.
Yeah. I mean, and that's just the you know what? And that's not just me coming out of nowhere. That's me having confirmed with multiple therapists. So, like, that have said that. What's your favorite unhinged mass theory? I'm going to go that Eris and Azriel are mates. Or Eris and Cassian or Eris and someone.
Eris and Azriel.
Azriel are mates. Because that's just, I love it, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Because all of them, I think...
I've read some crazy ones, too.
Yeah. What's my favorite unhinged one? Anything to do with Gwen's parentage, whether it's like Tamlin or Lucian, who's her grandfather. I like them because they're just so silly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, SJM would be wild and would ruin her story if she did this, but it's still fun to think about.
Yep. Fuck, marry, kill, Hunt, Rowan, Rhys.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill, Hunt, Rowan, Rhys. Fuck Rhys, kill Rowan, marry Hunt.
I feel like Hunt doesn't put away his dirty clothes.
Okay, kill Hunt, marry Rowan. I don't want to marry Rhys. He's too much of a liar.
Yeah, that's like, I'm really struggling with this because it's like, Rhys has no problem lying.
Yeah.
Hunt doesn't put away his dirty clothes. And Rowan, he will hit you.
Rowan, I think, has the strongest morals out of everybody, actually. I
Rowan
think
will hit you
they were training.
and say that you should die.
Yeah, he's a little bit of an asshole. They're all assholes.
Kill them all. No. Fucking then kill them all.
Fuck each of them. Kill them
And then
all.
kill them all. Fuck, marry, kill. Aelin, Farah, Bryce.
Oh.
Mm,
Fuck Aelin.
mm-hmm.
Am I going to say kill Farah, marry Bryce?
I think I'm going to marry Farah because I think she's just going to be like very concerned for me. And then take care of me.
Yeah, she would take care of you.
Fuck Bryce? Kill Aelin? I don't like any of these choices.
I don't like that. No, they're all too hard.
Yeah, I liked it better when I fucked them all and then killed them all.
How about I fuck them all and then marry them all? in
Agreed.
this
Let's do that one.
situation?
We'll do that. Oh, did you hear this news? How about Gabriel? Remember Gabriel,
Yeah.
who we interviewed?
Yeah.
He's Xaden for the Fourth Wing audio.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, people were saying thoughts about that. I was so excited.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
so awesome.
I'm so happy for him.
so happy for him. He's going to do such a great job.
Yeah, he's going to do a great job. We need to get him back on the podcast.
Yeah, we do.
For that 100%. Disneyland trips or Disneyland tips and best times to come. Mid-January to late January.
Yeah. Even early February.
Yeah, even early February. Great times.
Right after Thanksgiving and like the first week of December are a good time if you're going to do the winter season.
Yeah. Even if you're visiting, do multiple days and do Disney the first day because you're going to exhaust yourself the most.
Yeah.
On that day. And then Disney California Adventure is just you don't need
There's
to
less
go.
to do.
Yeah, you don't need to go as hard for that.
Yeah.
And the Disney app is your friend.
Yeah. Mobile order everything ahead.
Learn which ones are single rider rides.
Yeah. Definitely do single riders.
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty proud of us for that one. Relate each book from Sarah to Taylor Swift songs. Okay, that's like,
my gosh.
we can't do each book. Let's pick one book, pick one song.
Okay. Era or song?
Song. Or era. Let's make this easier for us.
Yeah, let's do era.
Oh, well, I would say Mist and Fury's Reputation.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Akatar's Lover.
Yeah. Yeah. Because people don't realize how dark the Lover album is.
Yeah.
Like, Reputation is a true romantic album.
Yeah.
And Lover is just depressing.
Yep. I agree.
All right, we did it.
We did it.
We did one. They're like, name it for each book and each song. No. You get one book. You get one book from us. Favorite non-SJM fantasy romance. I'm pulling up my Goodreads.
Favorite non-SJM fantasy romance.
Mhm.
I don't know if I think Fourth Wing's the only other fantasy romance that I've ever read.
That was the book I was thinking about when it was like spice to plot ratio.
Oh.
I think she did great. I mean, there could have been more spice because there's always more spice.
Yeah, there could have
for me.
been more spice.
But she did great spice.
I don't know that I've read any other fantasy romance.
I have, and they are pretty good. I'm trying to find them. Dawn of Onyx. That's a fantasy
it's true.
romance.
It's true.
Yeah.
Ugh, she did us dirty at the end.
She did us too dirty. And don't worry, we told her to her face.
She knows. She knows exactly what she did.
Exactly. Like, I have no guilt telling her that she screwed us over.
Kate Golden knows.
Hashtag Kate Golden knows. Hold on. I need to find, I think the Daughter of No World series
Oh, yeah.
is a really good series.
It's Clarissa Broadbent.
Yeah. And I know people know her for like Serpent and Night, one of her other series. I think that's what it's called. But her Daughter of No World series is great. Have you read from Blood and Ash series? Curious on what your thoughts are.
I have not.
I have, and I think it's a lot of fun. I think that, like, I personally lost a little momentum with it, so maybe one day I'll go back to it, but I know that whenever I've had recommended it to friends, they always really enjoy the first book a lot.
This episode is brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first, like you know to check the date of the big game first before you accidentally buy tickets on your 20th wedding anniversary and have to spend the next 20 years of your marriage making up for it. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Massverse spoiler. Animal, Faye, and Crescent City are from the Throne of Glass world, and Bryce and all of them are from the ACOTAR world.
Yeah, they're like high fae. Yeah, I agree. Good for you.
All right. Oh my God.
I agree. I think that's an excellent point. But we also have to keep in mind that Tamlin is also a shapeshifter.
But Tamlin is shady. I was like, you're right. He is a shapeshifter. He is.
He is also a shapeshifter. So it's not impossible that some of the shifters come from the ACOTAR universe.
Unless he comes from it's Starlight Pond.
Oh, yeah.
Another universe.
Maybe part of his lineage comes from the Throne of Glass world.
Wow. What are your thoughts on the fan fiction publication of books in Book Talk and bookstores? What I mean is how books are recommended increasingly by tropes, tags like fan fiction. And related, watched a video essay about the death of the slow burn, and it gave me plenty to ponder.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I used to love a good slow burn. And I think the slow burn still exists.
Dawn of Onyx.
Dawn of Onyx is a great example. Even ACOTAR is a slow burn, like the first novel.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't even get Rhys as a love interest until the second book.
Right. And even, like, Sex with Rhys, that's a slow burn. Like, people still do slow burns. I mean, look at Crescent City. That's a freaking slow burn.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate the fact that bookstores will help identify tropes in books.
I need those because I have itches to scratch when I'm looking for something.
Right. And I don't want... Time is precious.
Yeah.
And I want to invest my time in areas that seem worthwhile to me.
I also think, like, I'm wondering, you know, I haven't talked to an author who has an issue with it, and maybe they'll be the ones who change my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say, like, this is my opinion, I can never be changed. But I'm kind of like, accept your trope. You know, like, my book, it's, at this point, it'll have to get cut unless my editor is going to be like, whoever I hire will be like, nope, this makes sense. But my book is currently 633 pages, and it's a slow-ass burn.
Yeah.
But I also know that when I market myself, I'm going to have to be like friends to lovers and, you know, all these other tropes that I'm going to have to do and line up to it. And I know that kind of, I wonder if people think it spoils it a little bit.
My impression was not that it spoils it, but that it prevents people from picking up a book they might not normally read and just taking a chance on it.
If you're in the mood to do that, I think you do it.
Yeah, it's true.
You can still do that. But I'm not in the mood to do it. My time is precious. I have smut to read. All right. I'm not here to play. I'm here to read dirty things. Amy.
Yes.
Have you read all of Throne of Glass yet?
Can you believe it? Yeah. I actually did. During my mental health break, I listened to all of the Throne of Glass books at a terrifying rate.
Which I can't imagine is great for the mental health either. I mean, it is, but it's also like, spoiler, 13 friends die.
It's true.
13 friends die.
It was a whirlwind. I freaking loved it. And dare I say, I might even like it more than the ACOTAR series because it's got the things that ACOTAR doesn't. It's got high stakes, people die, there are female friendships.
Yep.
Like, it's just, it was solid.
There's a lot more characters to dive into, and we've talked about this in a different episode when we were talking about like writing tips and stuff, because there's different POVs. You've expressed, and I agree with you, that you're not wasting time with filler scenes because you have so many different point of views that you're fulfilling. So you just get whatever is absolutely
the most important.
Essential, yeah.
Yeah, and it makes everything move fast. I also love it because I think more than any other series of hers, there are a lot of mistakes made. They're like each character is constantly making mistakes. Granted, that's why the series is long, because they have to make up for all those mistakes. But I felt like Aelin really was a 18-year-old, 19-year-old. Like, she really felt her age, where Feyre did not.
Agreed. Yeah. That is such a good... You forget Feyre is 19.
Yeah.
You're too... I mean, granted, there's reasons, but at the same time, like, Aelin went through a lot of shit, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, great answer.
Thank you.
I do remember when you were going through it, you gave tons of updates, and then all of a sudden you just kind of like stopped giving updates, and I was like, what happened? You're like, emotions got real there.
They did. They did.
Like, it was some sad times.
Yeah. Kingdom of Ash, I just was like, I'm emotionally in too deep. I can't provide updates.
What is your opinion on the SJM controversy of bad representation in her books?
I struggle with this one because I think we've seen some growth on SJM's part if you look at the series and what she tries to do in each of them when it comes to representation. However, it's not great. Like, did you know, Jacqueline, that Isaiah is black? And
Isaiah's
that he's gay?
in, like, Hunt's
commander in Crescent City.
Really?
He's black. He's got dark skin, black hair. He's gay.
I totally... And that's like one of those things where putting, like, if a character is a certain ethnicity, like, where is it mentioned and how much of it plays into who they are and their plot and everything? But, like, I guess it's not really about ethnicities in that world.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it difficult, right? Because in Crescent City, it's about their species, quote unquote species, right? Vanir versus non-Vanir. And which house are you in, and what, there's hierarchy, and you can extrapolate that to race and ethnicity, but it's not really.
Versus, like, in ACOTAR, you have the Illyrians who are clearly darker skin.
Right.
They're described as having brown skin. So I think that's the one that people struggle with, and even I've struggled with that too, where it's like, you're making them the one backwards group of people are the one, like,
with dark skin.
Like, maybe we should identify that. But then, like, I feel like there could have been a lot more conversation. Like, what's the other discrimination then that Rhys has received? Like, that's more race-based type thing.
Right.
But yeah, like, I think for me, when you look at Throne of Glass, she was 16 years old when she wrote it.
Yeah.
And you look at Crescent City and she's in her 30s there. And you are going to have inherent biases. The important part is recognizing those inherent biases. And when people point them out to you and saying, oh my God, you're right, I will do better. And trying to recognize them within yourself too. I would like to believe that that's happened. There can still be so much more room for growth there for her. But I know when I put out my book, and I am going to hire a sensitivity reader, if there's ever a book or something I put out and people say, hey, have you noticed this? I hope my readers would have a little bit of wiggle room, knowing that I will just want to continue to grow and try to be better.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think SJM has shown growth. She's not perfect. She still has a lot of room to grow. But to condemn her doesn't allow her that opportunity to grow. We just need to call her out on it, but we don't need to condemn her for it.
Yeah. Unless they're like J.K. Rowling, then condemn away. God, that one.
I don't know if I can ever watch Harry Potter movies again.
I can. I just have to really separate.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah. Talk about one that, like, if we ever did cover Harry Potter guys. Amy and I have talked about that we would make sure that any money that we'd make from episodes would go to trans rights charities.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's a lot of other shit to cover.
Yeah.
Before we ever get there.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to this mini episode of Book Talk for Book Talk. We encourage you to rate and subscribe to our show on your preferred podcast listening platform.
We would love to hear your thoughts based on today's conversation. You can submit your comments to our form at booktalkforbooktalk.com or via our Camflare voicemail system. Please visit booktalkforbooktalk.com for more information.
You can also follow us on TikTok or Instagram at the handle Book Talk for Book Talk. Bye!
Fall has officially started here in Los Angeles, and that means we finally get to do fall activities.
I have been counting down the days for when I can go to pumpkin patches, maybe even hit up an apple orchard, and I get to do all of it looking super cute in my Quince boyfriend sweater.
This weather is perfect for my dark academia vibes, and I'm so excited to bust out my washable silk blouse because you know I'm going to be taking pictures.
Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere sweaters from $50. And that's not all. Quince has so many other amazing things on their website.
All of those items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands.
That includes leather jackets, cotton cardigans, soft denim. Like my entire fall wardrobe is genuinely turning into Quince wardrobe.
By partnering directly with top factories and cutting out the cost of the middleman, we get savings as the customer.
One of my favorite parts about Quince is the fact that they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. And they still manage to get premium fabrics and finishes for that, luxury feeling for every item that they have.
Get cozy in Quince's high-quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/booktalk for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/booktalk, BOOKTALK, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. That's quince.com/booktalk.